Thank you, Senator. Uh, Miriam, and good afternoon, Chairman Schatz, Vice Chair Murkowski, and members of the committee. On behalf of Assistant Secretary Alan Davidson, I want to thank you for the opportunity to testify about the National Telecommunications and Information Administration work on the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program. My name is Adam Geisler. I'm an enrolled member of the La Jolla Band of Luiseño Indians and speaking to you today from the ancestral homelands of the Payom-Quechan people where I reside and work. I currently serve as the Division Chief of the Tribal Connectivity and Nation-to-Nation Coordination Division within the Office of Internet Connectivity and Growth at NTIA, where I assumed the newly formed career leadership position in the fall of 2021. Living and working from my own Indigenous community, I experienced the same challenges that many individuals within different Indigenous communities face when it comes to affordable, reliable, high-speed internet access. My own community has struggled over the past 2 years in addressing remote education, telehealth, and even remote governance. As each member of this committee recognizes, broadband is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. As a previous 3-term elected tribal leader, I have long worked towards addressing disparities within my own community, including but not limited to broadband and emergency communications. I therefore was thrilled when Congress passed the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021, creating the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program, knowing it would begin to address the broadband and digital needs of American Indians, Alaska Native, and Native Hawaiian communities in a way that fits their unique needs and circumstances. The Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program allows us to work directly with eligible applicants on solutions they propose and is a first of its kind for the targeted deployment of broadband in tribal communities. NTIA hosted multiple tribal consultations and listening sessions to better understand the unique needs of applicants, which informed the Notice of Funding opportunity prior to its release on June 3rd of 2021. Once the Notice of Funding opportunity was released, NTIA held 10 national webinars, participated in 55 national and regional engagements and technical assistance workshops, and our staff directly contacted over 350 tribal governments known to be without qualifying broadband service twice to ensure awareness of the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program. The outreach and technical assistance were conducted virtually in the middle of an unprecedented global pandemic by an entirely Native team here at NTIA, who are all well equipped to recognize and help address the digital equity challenges faced by applicants. Our team recognizes that this program was intended to help those in greatest need obtain access to qualifying broadband service. The curing process to make sure applicants are complete is not always fast, but is invaluable to the tribal communities. We are building the capacity of Indian country one applicant at a time. Over 450 tribal governments were represented in grant applications, which constitutes roughly 75% of the 574 federally recognized tribes, demonstrating a need to connect at least 180,000 Indigenous unserved households. The original Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program was nearly 6 times oversubscribed, with a total of $5.84 billion in requested funding for projects and only $980 million available to address the challenge. To date, NTIA has awarded $6.5 million in grants to 15 eligible Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program applicants, and today, NTIA announced an additional 19 awards totaling over $76 million in funding going towards broadband adoption and use activities. And we are working toward getting the remaining funds out as quickly as possible. NTIA is also working to deploy the additional $2 billion in tribal funding as part of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act. We have already conducted 2 tribal consultations regarding how this funding should be deployed. Consistent with the statute, NTIA is also evaluating the possibility of allocating some of the new $2 billion in tribal funding towards qualifying projects under the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program Round 1 Notice of Funding opportunity. In conclusion, Chairman Schatz, Vice Chair Murkowski, and members of the committee, thank you for the opportunity to provide an update on the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program, and I look forward to answering any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. Senator Cortez Masto.